Now, the Ministry of Finance has confirmed that Rwanda has raised $620 million in its second ever Eurobond. According to the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Dr. Ndagijimana, the bond has an interest rate of 5.5% with a 10-year maturity, and the proceeds of the bond will be used partly to refinance Rwanda's existing Eurobond, which is due in May 2023, and also go into funding priority projects that will support recovery following the slowdown triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as strategic investments in health and agriculture to enable export growth.
Mu buryo bworoshye ni nkuko hano mu gihugu tugira isoko ry'impapuro mpeshamwenda mujya mwumva ritangazwa.
An example is that when we announce government bonds and encourage the public or institutions to buy them, when they are bought, then it's like granting the government a loan. A Eurobond is a debt instrument denominated in a currency other than the home currency of the country that's on the international market. The one we have is a 10-year bond. This is Rwanda's second Eurobond following the inaugural one issued in 2013 of $400 million that was due to mature in 2023. We did this for the second time and this particular moment because the global liquidity also allowed Rwanda to set a lower yield compared to the other year, which means it will be cheaper repaying the new bond. The second thing is that the lower yield of this issue will result in a reduction in our annual interest payments over the next 10 years, strongly contributing to our debt sustainability strategy. The funds raised will accelerate strategic projects in productive sectors that will further boost the country's economic transformation efforts, which were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Muri ya gahunda yo kuzahura ubukungu bwagizweho ingaruka n'icyorezo cya COVID-19.
Governor of the Central Bank of Rwanda, John Rwagombwa, explained that the proceeds of the bond will also be used in line with the country's debt management strategy to proactively address the upcoming debt burden while taking advantage of the current conducive market.
Nk'uko Minisitiri bisobanuye, hari imibare ikoreshwa, imibare mpuzamahanga kureba ko.
Just to add on what the minister has said on the debt issue, which many people have been thinking about, saying we are getting more loans. But the thing is this, before you take a loan, they assess to see if the country can afford to pay back the loan given. That's debt sustainability. They look at the present value of debt and they measure it according to the GDP of the economy and say we cannot go beyond, say, 55%. Like the minister said this year, we were at 32.7%. And that's far from the target, however. When they look at the debt service and compare it to the country's revenue every year, which should not go beyond 21%. Rwanda was at 5%. The loans that were taken last year and this year are projected at 8.9% by 2022, and we cannot go beyond 10%. So, as the years go, the amount goes lower, and this is a sign that we can afford this.
So, iyo ufashe rero ibyo bintu uko ari bibiri nibyo by'ingenzi, bigaragaza yuko nta kibazo dufite cyuko tuzanirwa kwishyura umwenda.
Now, the proceeds of the 2013 Eurobond played a key role to finance the completion of projects such as Kigali Convention Center, as well as Rwanda Air Expansion Program.